Yeah. So, what we discussed in the last class. So we have discussed on security, means user management. How exactly, whenever if somebody is going to request it to create user, right? So what we need to do the first thing. Whenever we are going to create the user at the time, the first thing is, okay, so we need to create the user in database server. The next thing is, okay, so we need to add the user information in pg underscore hpa dot conf file. Okay, so user, so the particular user needs which database access and where he is going to connecting from. Okay, that particular IP address we need to mention in the pg underscore hpa dot conf file. And as well as, so once we are added the particular user entry in the pg underscore hpa dot conf file, so we need to, manage the listener address as well. Okay. So which IP address needs to listen the database server? Okay. We need to mention the particular IP address. Okay. So these are all the important things, and as well as, guys, I told you already, whenever we are going to create the database, okay. So, we need, once we are going to create successfully for the database, first thing is, okay, so we need to revoke the public's privileges, okay, from all public access. Okay, this is very, very important. Once you guys are created the database, immediately you guys needs to revoke the public access. Okay. So whenever somebody is going to request it to database access, at the time you guys needs to grant the permission to particular database. Okay. So otherwise, this is the main thing. Whenever we are going to create the database, once we are going to create successfully the database, right? We need to revoke the public access. Okay. Yeah, these are all the things we have discussed in the last class. And also, we have, in the last class, so we have connected from Windows to Linux as well, right? Okay. So whenever we are going to connect outside the machine, right, at the time we need to mention those things as well in the pg underscore hpa.conf file. Okay. And one more thing, guys, in any cloud, okay, this pg underscore hpa.conf file, okay, we can't access. Okay, we can't access the pg underscore hpa.conf file.
Manoj?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not able to see your screen. Can you reshare?
okay, yeah. So just I did not share anything, just I shared my Teams chat. That's all.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were sharing something. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. No, no. Yeah, just theoretical thing I'm just explaining. Yeah. So one thing. So any cloud providers, they are not giving the pg underscore hpa.conf file, and also we can't access the pg underscore hpa.conf file. Okay. So this is very important. When you are guys go and connected to the any cloud PostgreSQL, right? At that time, okay. So we need to enable the public access. Okay. At the time only we can able to access the database server in the clouds. You can go and check in the any clouds. Okay. We can't access the pg underscore hpa.conf file. Okay. This is very important thing. So now today what I'm going to explain, so some of the pending things is there in user management. So what I'm going to do, First, I will explain that one, then I will go to another topic. Okay, so let me resume this session. Yeah. So see here, uh, which server is this? This is the different server. That which server we have created? I think development, right? Yeah. See, yeah. So these are all the users we have created in the last class, correct? App 01, App 02, App 03, and and also we have mentioned the authentication, methods as well for these users. For App 01 and App 02, we have specified MDF5, and App 03, we have specified, you know, like reset, and app user, we have specified MDF5 authentication method. Okay. So now today what I'm going to explain, so what is the difference between role and group? Okay. And also whenever we are going to create any roles, right? Okay. See here, whenever I'm going to create any roles, right? Example, I'm going to app role. See here, if you are going to create the role, right? At that time, you can't log in using the role. Okay. You cannot log into the database server using the role. Okay. We can assign this role to any users. Okay. We can assign this role to any of the users. But when you guys wants to see the what are all the roles is there in the database server, you need to use same thing is /du. And as well as here, if you are going to check in the select star from pg underscore roles, right? At the time, you can able to see all the users as well, including the role. Okay, including the role. But the role thing is one thing, when you guys are going to create it, the role at the time, okay, so it says cannot log into the database user using that role. Okay, so this is the main difference between user and the role. But you know, so we can, in this single role, we can apply to number of users. The same role we can apply to the number of other users as well. Okay, so let me go for some practical here. See here, example in this scenario. So they created one role. Okay. And also, once they created, I told you, right, here, the role cannot log in. Okay, the role cannot log into the database server. So now what I'm going to do, so if you guys, whenever you guys wants to create, okay, the role at the time, if you are going to specify login, right, At the time, the role also will able to log into the database server. That is possible. See here, what is the difference, whenever during the role creation time, if you specified, okay, if you guys are specified login, okay, at the time, see here, you can check here, see here, allies is, okay, this user will going to, it will able to access the database for server. That is possible. Okay, you guys are simply go and create the role, right? At that time, the role cannot access the database server. See here now, what I'm going to do, I will use PSQL-U alias -P 6661. Okay, let me connect this 6661. Oh, okay. Oh, this entry is not there in the pg_hpa.conf. What I'm going to do, I will add the entry here, local all database alias MDF5. So that is single L. Can go and reload. Okay, here I'm going to log in. Test 1, 2, 3. See here. Oh, I need to specify the database name. See here, guys. I'm able to log in using alias user. Okay, the thing is here, when you guys are going to create the user, right? At the time, you guys are not specify the login, right? Okay, the role cannot access the database server. Here, in the simple world, the user and role is same only. Okay, there is no difference. But one thing is, we can assign the role to number of users. Okay, but user cannot we cannot assign to other users. Means inherit is not possible. Okay, but roles we can assign to many of the users. That is possible. Okay, so let me go for another example here. Okay, see here. So whenever, see here, this is the way we need to create the super user role. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so just I will create. Okay, so let me log in as Postgres. Just 1, 2, 3. Now see here, guys. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create the role John. Okay. So with the super user privilege and John will able to access the database server. So now what I'm going to do, test 1, 2, 3. Now see here, if you're going to check the user, right? See here, John. John is the John role have a super user privilege. Now what I'm going to do, I am so somebody is going to request it. So the some new DBA is joined to the organization. They are asking to create the user with super user privilege. At the time, what we need to do, so just create user DBA1. Okay, with password test123, and just you can specify role. So what is the role? Role is John. See here? Now you can check /du. See here, guys. See here now. So DBA1. Okay. Now is the member of John. See here? Member of John. So then the DBA1 have a super user privilege. Okay. DBA1 have super user privilege now. Okay. So like that, if somebody wants to change the role, right? At the times here, I'm going to change app01. Okay. One moment. Role. By alter user. So there is other syntax is there. One moment. So alter users in PostgreSQL. Alter create DB replicate. Here is the role. Uh, how to change. Mm, alter to new name. That is not. Okay, there is no like, there is no role. We cannot alter the role once we create the user. During the creation time only, we need to mention the role. We cannot alter. Ye- Yeah, correct. See here, guys. So once we created the user, okay, we cannot alter the role. So during the creation time only, we need to specify the role. Okay, so we cannot. So let me try like this. Alter or in, let me specify like this in. No. So we cannot alter the user once it's created with password. Let me try like this. No. So we cannot, alter the user rule. No, 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 no. It's not possible. Okay. So during the creation time only, we need to specify which role needs to inherit it for the particular user. Okay. See here, as of now, okay, for the John role, the member is DBA1. See here, see here now. Okay, the member of John is DBA1. Okay, and also let me create one more user DBA2. So let's see here. Okay, so DBA1 and DBA2 is the member of John. Okay, so now these two users, okay, the same inheritance for John. Okay, these two users have super user privilege. Okay, these two users have super user privilege. Okay, now the next thing is, okay, at the day Srinivas asked me, right, how to, create the particular password policies means, so when the particular password is going to expire, how can we set the particular things here? Srinivas, see here, whenever we are going to create the user, at the time we need to specify valid until for what date. Okay, we need to specify valid until.
Okay,
Okay,
got it. Thanks.
yeah. So now, whenever we are going to create at the time, let's go and create this one. So valid is 203011. Okay, let me go and set this one. So see here, /tu. See here, this user have password valid until 2030. So see here, 11. Okay. And also, one more thing is there that we can also maintain the connection limit. Okay. So, whenever, like we are going to create the role at the time, we can also specify the connection limit. Okay. Example, we have specified here 1000. Okay. For this role, we have specified the 1000 connection limit. Okay. This is how the role will going to work. And also see here now, if somebody wants the same role, the password or role attributes needs for another user, right? At that time, you guys what needs to do, DBA3. Okay, so now I'm going to change the role. Role is dev underscore API. Now you can check the DBA3. See here, where is DBA3? See here, DBA3 is the member of dev underscore API. Okay. DBA3 is the member of dev underscore API. Okay, this is how we need to create the roles. And also we can assign the roles to multiple users as well. And also we can log in as well. Using the role, we can also able to access the database server. That is also possible. Okay, now tell me, anybody knows how to lock the login and how to unlock the login in PostgreSQL? Anybody? Anybody have any idea? So here, simple thing. Whenever, so So we need to lock the particular login, right? At the time, alter username app01. Okay. We need to specify lo uh, no login. See here at the time, as of now, for app01, the list of attributes is nothing is there, correct? Now see here, app01 is cannot log in. Okay. Now this login is locked. Okay. When you guys wants to unlock, right? Just simple thing. Just give login. At the time, it will going to unlock. See here. Now the login is unlocked. The list of attributes the cannot login is removed. Okay. So this is the way we need to lock and unlock the login. Okay. Got it right, guys? Now, okay, I'm going to create a group. Okay. Create group. Group name is TB team. Okay. Whenever we are going to create the group as well, see here, it is saying create role. Okay. In the PostgreSQL, when they designed at that time, they mentioned all the things is role only. Okay. If you are going to list out right now /du, see here, DB team. Okay. Whenever we are going to create, so any group, right, at the time, the group cannot log into the database server. Okay. Anybody have any doubts here?
So Manoj, if any
Guys?
user forgot passwords, right, and if they ask us to reset password, then it is the same query, alter user.
Yes,
Same.
yes. Same query. Alter username with password.
Okay.
Yeah. Same query only. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, so I created one um, group. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add one moment. Okay. See here. So this is the way we need to add the users to group. Alter group, group name, DB team. I'm going to add user app01. Okay, at a time I'm going to add all the users app02, app03, comma app role. Okay, comma dba1, comma dba2, comma dba3. Okay, so the app01 is already a member of DB team. So that's why others are added. Now you can check /du. See here, guys. If you're able to see here, right, all this user is the member of DB team. See here, all the users is the member of DB team. See here, app01, 2, 3, and also, DBA 1923, all are okay, the member of DB team. Now, what I'm going to do, I will create some table here, m tab. So name, so varchar insert insert into M tab values Manoj. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to provide all, these privileges to the particular group. Okay, grant, select, insert, delete, okay, update on M tab to this group, DB team group. Okay, now see here, I granted. So now we do not want to give the each and every use like for the particular users. Okay, we already already provided the access to DB team. In DB team, all these users are okay. They're in this team, DB team. Okay, so we do not give the each and every permission to particular user is not necessary because we have granted all the permission to that group. In that group, all the users are available. Okay, now how to check the particular permission for this group, So select star from, wait, so there is a query. Yeah, so this is the one. If you're going to use this query, right, we can easily identify the privileges for that group. So DB team. See here, guys. Okay, see here. Now the DB team have insert, select, update, delete. Okay, the table name is M tab. See here. Okay, in this group have all the privileges. Insert, select, update, delete. Okay, we do not want to give the permission to each and every user. But all the users are available in that group only. Okay, so we do not want to give the permission to particular users. Okay, so this is the way we need to create the group and assign to the users to that group. And this is the way we need to provide the permission for that group. Okay, got it, guys?
How to
Guys,
find that is
yeah,
user or group? Sorry, role or group.
yeah, see here. Yeah, so this is the way. If whenever you guys are going to create the role at the time, so it will going to mention like cannot log in. Okay, at that time we can easily find out this is the role or group. And also, we
Group.
can select star from PG underscore groups. Oh, sorry, PG underscore group. See here. So in the PG underscore group, so it is mentioned only DB team. See here, only DB team. Okay, so this is the way we can identify the group. But roles we can identify like see here, whenever we are going to create the role at the time, it is says like cannot log in. Otherwise, we cannot, so there is a system table called PG underscore role. Okay, we cannot identify here because users also available in this system tables. See here, users also available on this system table. Okay, we cannot identify in this system table whether this is role or user. Okay, so there is only one way. Whenever we are going to list out the users at the times here, so the role have cannot
Group
log
also
into.
showing group also showing cannot log in, right?
Yeah,
No, that is
cannot log
missing.
in, but we can easily identify in PG group.
Okay. Okay, got it. Sure.
Yeah, we can easily identify in PG group. But role we cannot. We cannot identify in the whether PG underscore role and whether PG underscore users as well. See here, if you're going with the PG underscore users, right? Oh, sorry, PG underscore user. See here also we cannot identify. Oh, one moment. App role. Here app role is not there. Oh, okay.
Not
We can identify. See here, in PG underscore user, okay, the role information it will not going to contain. At the time we can easily identify. See here, the role information does not contain in the PG underscore user. But in the role system table, each and every information will be available. Okay, see here, all are users only, right? Okay, we can identify in the PG underscore user. Got it right, guys? Guys, got it right? Anybody have any doubts here? Srinivas and Vishnu, Pradeep, Kishore, Naveen, Ramprasad, Satish. Anybody have any doubts here?
so major difference between the role and group. Role contains privileges, right? No,
Exactly. The role
but
contains privileges.
group contains members.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Group contains members. This is the main difference. Exactly. But the thing is, only one thing is not good in the Postgres. What is the thing, We can also able to log in using the role as well. Okay. That thing is not good, right? But in other RDBMS, role cannot log into any database server. Just we can assign the privileges to any of the user, correct? We cannot log into the database server, right? But here we can log in using the role. Got it, Naveen?
Yeah, got it. We can take it as advantage also because if the person has multiple grants, everything,
Mhm.
right? We can directly
Mhm.
assign that person to another user because it's act as a role, right?
Yeah, exactly. That is also possible. True, true. That is true. Yeah. Okay. So this is the main differences. Okay. Users, roles, groups. Okay. And also, in the last class, we have specified, okay, whenever we are going to create the user, we can also mention the authentication methods as well. Lot of authentication methods is there. Based on our requirement, we can add the authentication methods as well. Okay. I hope you guys are understood, right? Yeah. So now what I'm going to explain, mm, where is that? Auditing. Oh, link is not there here. Uh-oh. Here is the DB link. Okay. Yeah. So the next concept is I'm going to explain DB link and auditing. Okay. So I'm going to explain DB link and auditing. So what is the DB link here? Let me explain. So there are two things is there. Okay, this is the database server. And so if example, MDB and PDB is there. Okay, within the database server, okay, if you guys wants to create, okay, sorry, if you guys wants to connect from MDB to PDB, okay, if you guys wants to access the database objects in PDB, right? At the time, what you guys needs to create? So you guys needs to create the extension called FTW. Okay, what is this FTW? Whenever we are going to create the DB link, right? Means one database to another database. At the time, we need to create the extension called FTW. FTW is nothing but foreign data wrapper. Okay. So it's completely, like in Sybase. Okay. What is that? I forgot the word. So linked server in SQL Server in Sybase. What we are going to call, guys? Uh, what is that?
Direct connect. Direct connect.
Direct connect. But one more thing is there, right? What we that the word direct connect. That is correct. But whenever we are going to create, uh, we need to create the foreign server and all, right? What is that?
Federation wrapper.
No, no. So that the term like another thing is there. Uh,
Proxy.
uh-huh. What is that? Come again?
Proxy server.
Yeah, proxy server. Yeah, that is also right. But there is a one more Sybase word is there. I forgot that word. For exactly, proxy server is nothing but same as foreign data wrapper. But there is one terminology is there. What is that? Uh, okay. Yeah. So I will tell you if I remember right. I'm going to tell you tomorrow. Okay. Same as proxy server. Okay. So foreign data wrapper means whenever we are going to connect from one database to another database, right? At that time here in the PostgreSQL, we need to create the extension. Okay. We need to create the extension where we are going to connect from. If example, we are going to connect from MDB database to PDB database, right? At that time, we need to create the extension in MDB database. We need to create the foreign data wrapper in MDB database. This is completely, within the one single database server. Okay, this is completely a single database server. Example, if you guys wants to connect the DB link from one database server to another database server, right? Example, this is the one database server called database server 1. And This is one more another database server 2. Here, if you guys wants to connect, so this is MDB and the PDB database is there on another database server. At that time, okay, what you guys needs to do, you guys needs to create the extension in the database server 1. Within the database server 1, okay, within the MDB database, we need to create this extension first. Without this extension, we cannot connect to the other database. This extension should be, so DB link, foreign data wrapper, must and should necessary. So then only we are able to access the PDB database remote objects.
In Sybase, we can call as a remote server or what, remote connection.
Yes, remote server only. Yeah, remote server only. But I forgot one term is there.
Software development
CIS,
is.
correct. CIS,
Yeah.
component integration setup. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, same as, yeah, correct. CIS, right? Correct. Same as CIS only. But in SQL Server, we are going to call it as linked server, right? Okay, same as in PostgreSQL, we are going to call it as foreign data wrappers. Okay, foreign data wrapper. But this extension should be, must and should. Whenever we are going to do the it's the creation of DB server, like a remote server, and also, user mapping and all the things, right? Before going to do all the things, this extension should be must and should. Create extension DB link. This extension should be must and should. See here, as of now, examples here. That here, if you're going to check the extension, right? See here, only PL PGSQL extension is there. If you're going to connect MDB, right? Okay, PDB, right? Here also only one extension is there. See here. Okay, there is no DB link extension in every database. Whenever we are going to set up the DB link, right? Okay, DB link is nothing but just, in your mind, treat like a remote server. At that time, we need to create the extension called DB link. Okay. Yeah, so guys, it will going to take some time, like 45 minutes. It will going to take whenever we are going to explain that, right? DB link and others. It will going to take 40 to 45 minutes. I will do one thing tomorrow. I will going to explain. Okay. So I don't want to explain now. It's already 5:30. I'm going to explain tomorrow freshly. Okay. Is it fine?
Yes, Manoj, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is important topic. And also tomorrow I'm going to explain DB link and as well as auditing. These two concepts I'm going to cover. Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, guys. Yeah. So I'm going to share this recording.